Pearson, Mr. Cool, he's in the third spot. Figuring if he doesn't win this one, he'll get the next one. After all, it's only money. By the time the final lap comes up, Cale Yarborough has about a 3-second lead over second place Richard Petty. David Pearson has to settle for third. Benny Parsons fourth. And Bobby Allison, who had some transmission troubles, takes home the fifth place money.
$8,700.
Big payoff, as you saw, flashed on your screen, and the race, of course, run under the sanction of NASCAR. And there's lots of action coming up for you down the road, including the Carolina 500, which will be run at Rockingham. And you'll have action at Richmond, Virginia. And the checkered flag is out. Here comes Richard Petty. Richard Petty has won the Daytona 500 for 1974. Drew Marlin is going to get second place as he fought his way out of the pack on a good draft. Ramos Stott of Keokuk, Iowa, picks off third. Cale Yarborough will come in 4. A.J. Ford 5. And Donnie Allison, who had the lead, a big lead, lost it with a blown tire. Donnie Allison is going to finish in number 6.
'72, Benny Parsons third. And 12, Bobby Allison running fourth. There's the white. One more lap and Cale owns another one, and maybe just in time. From the low temperature and the look of the skies, Bristol, Tennessee could be in for a March snowstorm. The checkered flag falls on Cale Yarborough in his red and white Chevy 11, winner of the Southeastern 500. Pearson up for the slingshot, but can he pull it off? Onto the tri-oval, both cars are flat out. Petty can't make it, and David Pearson flies under the checkered flag, winner of the 15th World 600. With just a few feet to go, Bobby Allison fired his Coke machine past Darrell Waltrip to steal the third place money. A one-cent...
Down there at almost 200 miles an hour, and there is David Pearson falling back on this very last lap of this fantastic race, but he seems to be closing up, Keith.
To have stopped so suddenly, to have suddenly slowed up like that, makes me think, though, Jackie, he backed off on purpose because obviously he's still got horsepower, and he's now closed it right in behind Richard Petty as they turn and come for home. Can Pearson slingshot him as he comes down low? Petty may run him into the fence, and it's going to be Pearson winning it. An incredible, daring move, and it paid off for David Pearson. And the fight goes on now between Buddy Baker in the white Ford and Cale Yarborough in the red Chevrolet as they struggle around the turn heading for the finish line. They're fighting for third place. They're fighting for valuable points. They're fighting for money. They're fighting for pride. Here they come toward the finish line side by side, door handle to door handle. I don't know who's third. Absolutely impossible for the naked eye to determine. We'll have to wait for a picture on that one. We'll be back with it in a moment.
And Buck Baker, the only three-time winners of this classic, and Cale now halfway around on his final lap. $26,800 will go to the winner of this race. It'll be a big payday for Cale. Only 12 cars running now. Jackie, what's on Cale's mind heading for that checkered flag?
All that's in his mind is just a few yards, because right there, Cale Yarborough gets the checkered flag and wins this race. But you know, the emotions of a racing driver after 500 miles are still pretty uptight. He never really feels the reaction. But his pit crew, of course, feel an awful lot more. They're jubilant, as you can see. Obviously very happy after a hard day's work and an awful lot of hard preparation. But
4 seconds is the last clocking. There you see the difference between the two of them as David Pearson heads for victory. Turn 3, 1 more to go. There you get an idea of the speed as the spectators flash by and the objects in the background. David Pearson coming to the checker has won the National 500 at Charlotte. What a tremendous performance.
And the jinx keeps Richard Petty out of victory lane again. 27 consecutive starts and no victory for Petty.
The Wood brothers, the most famous pit crew in racing, rejoicing. It's their car. We'll be back.
There will be no more racing for Richard Petty today. A blown engine ends his quest for a victory at Ontario. The tide of battle now has dramatically turned, and Bobby Allison is just a Sunday drive in his Matador away from victory circle. It's Bobby Allison, the winner, averaging a record 134.9 miles an hour. David Pearson, hard charged for second.